concert. I'm going to be real honest, we're kind of waiting a couple minutes because we have one person who is driving and trying to find the school. So, before I let Mr. West introduce our concert band, which is up on stage tonight, I am going to start by talking to you about our 2023-24 band fundraiser. I appreciate you feigning excitement, but y'all did receive an email, or you should have received an email from either me or your child's band director talking about our fundraiser. We did kick it off yesterday, and we are only going to run it for 2 weeks. So by October 18th, we're looking to shut that window down. But we all understand how school financing in the state of Texas works and how we need all of the money that we can get to make a program as big and as superior like our Stiles band program is, keeping it running. We use that money to hire judges for stuff like solo and ensemble, when we do pre-UIL events, which all of your children will be taking part in later this year, when we test your kids on instruments when they're in 5th grade, when we buy shirts and signs, when we feed your kids, all of the kinds of things that go on behind the scenes. That's where that fundraiser money goes. We buy chairs, because chairs don't just come. The kids love chairs. But we do, that money is well spent on your kids and making sure that the program is a great product for your kids to be a part of. It is a direct donation campaign. We had a lot of success with that. I was talking to a parent earlier today actually about this. You know, for the 11 previous years of Stiles existence, we would do frozen cookie dough, which is great in theory and a real pain to distribute. And we would bring in like $25,000, and then we paid the bill. And we would end up with like 10 left over. And last year when we started the direct donation campaign, we made like $19,000 that was pure profit and went straight to helping your child and our band program and replacing instruments and making sure that we have stands that are not sinkers, because everybody hates a sinker. But that money is well spent. And so I would encourage you, if you didn't see that email, it might have gone into your spam, so be looking for that. I will email y'all periodically as we're going through here and kind of let you know where we're going towards our goal. Our goal is $20,000. But at this point in time, y'all have heard enough about fundraisers, and I'm going to turn it over to Mr. West and our concert band.
Good evening. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. This is our first concert of the year. We're really, really excited. I've had a lot of fun with concert band this year so far, most of the time. We have 2 pieces to play for y'all. I'm going to talk a little bit in between the first and second as well. Quick reminder to the other students in the audience. We talked about this in all our classes today, but there's an appropriate way to be an audience member, and you know all 3 of us are not afraid to call you out in front of everyone if you don't behave right. Yeah. Yay! Okay, awesome. Our first piece that we're going to play today is called Dark Star by Christina Huss. All right, so a few things that we've been doing this year beyond preparing this music is we've had a big scale contest that we are doing. There's a race with all of the sections. And through that, we've had sectionals and all of these extra outside of class rehearsals. 8th graders, veteran band families, that's not new to y'all. Those of y'all that are new to 7th grade band have gotten to experience it. But we started doing an award system every week where we kind of like to give what is a very well crocheted potato that we refer to as the positive potato. That we give to kids that are just really doing exactly what they need to do. They're coming prepared, they're being good examples in class. And I wanted to recognize our first 5 positive potatoes of the year. So when I say your name, if you can stand up so we can all clap for you, save your applause for the end, please. They are Araya Burr, Andy Song. Listen to me! Araya Burr, Andy Song, stay standing. Alana Roos, Sloan Foster, and Yash Rathor. There we go. All right, y'all just sit back down. So we have one more piece to play for y'all. It's called Danc Slav by Jack Wild.
My name is Mrs. Yee, and in front of you is the Symphonic Band, and we are very excited for our first performance of the school year. This whole beginning of the year for all 3 bands is all about learning to work together. So our 8th grade returning students are working with brand new kids. So while they do have an extra year of experience, they don't have an experience in creating cohesion with this particular group. So that's a big focus for this first concert, getting them used to each other so that then we can level them up moving forward. So I'm very excited to begin tonight with Fanfare for a New Day, which was written by local composer VanDoren. Okay, now for my public service announcement. After the concert in the lobby over here, we're going to have Katie Gray, so thank you, Katie. She is going to have the yard signs for people that have already requested one. We ordered enough for the ones that have been requested, and if you have done that, we have a sign-out sheet for you to grab yours. With those yard signs, there's something new that we started with the beginners this year and was a really, really big hit. We love that families are really excited to show their pride and that their kids are involved in this program. And we also think it's important that community members are seeing that also and see how many kids are involved in the fine arts here in general, because what a kid gets from a fine arts program is really matched to nothing. And we want to make sure that we're getting that out to especially our 5th grade families as they're starting to think about what their kids are going to get involved in once they get to middle school. I'm going to have a middle schooler next year, and that's weird. So, cool. He wants to play tuba. So, there's that. Yeah. We'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, now, our band has also been working on a project right now. We got to kind of let our creative juices flow over the summer, and when you can't beat them, join them. So our band was also working on a 2nd level scale project, but when they passed off their scale, they earned a gibbet on a crock. Which those things are something. But it is amazing what an incredible completion rate we had with this as a motivation. I am very pleased with what they did with this. Very high achievement through it. My expectations were being met, and that also sets us up for as I'm moving into this next level, more difficult music starting tomorrow. That they kind of know what that preparation looks like, and they've had that experience with something that they did in last year and are now bringing it to that next level. We also have positive potatoes. Our current, I hope I didn't forget somebody, but the ones that we have had so far, so stand up when I say your name, is Abby Borho. Look how happy she is. She's so positive. Mark Hall. Yeti? Yeah, he's proud. Francisco Fuentes, Smarna Catragata. Did I forget anybody? Oh my gosh, yes, and Martha Gray. Yeah. Now, yeah, you can sit down now. Smarta's like, please. Now, these are students that I have a lot, like I do have a hard time picking from week to week because I do have students that really stand out for setting the example of what we want happening within sectionals, 8th graders that are helping their 7th graders, 7th graders that are helping their other 7th graders. It's just really, really neat to see that student accountability come into play and be able to recognize it. Now, tomorrow we have a whole bunch of our 8th graders for Rouse that are not going to be in class tomorrow because they're going to be leaving to go to the high school. So I do want to say who our potato is for this week, even though I don't have the adorable potato, but I'll give it to you. So our person this week is someone who has been probably the most intense section controller I've ever seen, but in the best way possible. They already know who it is. He is definitely taking charge, telling kids what they're supposed to be doing, when they're supposed to be doing it. It's like he's my right-hand guy. So this week it's Huido. What is your star? Okay, we are going to close our portion of the concert with a piece called In Search of Yeti, which is actually a piece that Stiles premiered when it was originally written in Chicago a couple of years ago with the Honors Band, and now Symponic Band's going to be playing it for you tonight. So, here we go.
band to perform tonight is our honors band. Before we begin tonight, do we have any beginners that came? Wave at us if you're a beginner in the audience. Yay, beginners, we're so happy to see you. Let's be honest, they're here because they get extra credit, but yay! And I want to recognize one more person because there's only so many years before she doesn't think it's cool. Caroline, where are you? Wave at me. Yay!
What?
She's right there. She will not think that's cool next year, so I have to do it now. Okay, our first piece that we're going to play tonight is kind of a spy-ish song called Tripwire. staple, the cup of truth. So each of the different bands has been working on a project this semester, and Honors Band is working towards auditioning for the all-region band, of which we have our district auditions next Saturday, and Honors Band will be receiving information about this tomorrow. But so they've been working on these etudes, especially for the 7th graders. This is like the most wild step from beginner band to these etudes. So this is really out of the realm of a lot of their comfort zones, but they've been working very hard, and I'm really, really happy with the progress we've made. Several years ago, we started the Cup of Truth. The Cup of Truth holds fond memories and fear for others. But what we're going to do is all of the kids' names are in this cup, and I'm going to randomly draw a handful of the kids, and they're going to play one of their pieces for you. And they knew in advance this was going to happen, and because I'm a nice and delightful person, they get to pick which one they play, but they don't know ahead of time if I'm going to pick them. Now, if you're thinking, oh my God, that sounds terrible, some of the kids after school today asked me to put in their name 4 times. Like, some of them are gung-ho, they want to play. So, we're going to pick a small handful. Our first performer is going to be Lucas Marcos. Followed by Umberto. William Kim. Now, William pretended to be upset, but he was one of the ones that asked me to put it in 4 times. Joseba. Where are my girls? William Kim. The universe really wants him to play. Claire on. We're gonna pick one more. Mariana. All right, now you can imagine that this is going to be nerve-wracking. So when they are done playing, this is when you applaud like you have never applauded before. All right, so they get to pick which song they're going to play. So they're probably going to pick the one that they feel really good at, and we're going to start with Lucas. So Lucas, check your tempo and take it away. Lucas is one of our 7th graders. All right, Umberto. We have William Kim, who is also a 7th grader. is Joseba. And our final one for tonight is Mariana, who is also a 7th grader. I do want to introduce our positive potatoes also. So the potatoes for Honors Band so far this year, and you can stand when I call your name, are Liam Atkinson, Joseba Salgado, Claire Song, Cassie Siever, Bryce Holichek, and our newest potato. I've thought about this for a while. This is somebody who is very understated, but has done some really, really important stuff for the band in the background that I don't know if all of the kids totally recognize how important this person is for keeping us going. This person is Andrew Kwok, who has totally rocked the snare part in the next piece that we're going to play, and you're going to be very impressed by him. So yay, Andrew. Songs of the Whaleman. I do want to remind you that at the end, if you were one of the ones who specifically ordered the yard sign, we have them out in the lobby. Mrs. Gray will help you with that. We also need some help racking chairs and stands at the end because Leandra will have class in here in the morning. And while they're finishing up doing that, this is Songs of the Whaleman. thank you so much for coming. Remember, your signs are in the lobby. We do need a little help racking some chairs and stands if you have a second to help with that.